And Magnus is going to talk about why don't we have green hair, asked by James.
Woo!
Hello. So to answer the question of why don't we have green hair, I would first like to talk about why do we have hair colors to begin with. And the answer is melanin, which is the pigment that we have in our eyes, skin and hair. And even our brain, there's a type of melanin in our brain, we don't really know what it does, which is there. But anyway, in skin and hair we have two forms of it, eumelanin and pheomelanin. Eumelanin is the most common, and it's either brown or black, and it protects you from UV radiation because dark colors absorb light. Pheomelanin has a reddish color and produces fairer shades of skin and hair. And that's why people with light skin who produce more pheomelanin tend to get sunburns easily. And I can testify from experience that it's true. Jamal once said I was the whitest person he knew. And I have to admit that I do have to drown myself in sunblock, otherwise bad. And this also makes evolutionary sense. Because as you might know, the first humans came from Africa and had dark skin and hair. And then as they migrated from Africa to the north, the selective pressure of sunlight protection lessened because there's less sunlight. And that's how we ended up with universities being staffed with mostly balding white guys. Maybe that's not the only factor, but you get it. But what about green pigments? Well, famously, plants are green, thanks to chlorophyll, and they use it for photosynthesis. They also use other pigments to attract pollinators, but animals actually can't really make as many pigments as plants can. And many of them are interesting colors, but they get them from what they eat. Like, you might know that flamingos get the pink color from eating shrimp. And then some of them also get colors from structural effects. So basically the way different structures affect light might affect what you see. For example, bluebirds are not actually blue, they're black, but they have these small air sacs in their feathers, which cause them to appear blue because of the way they reflect light. And same with peacocks, they have iridescent feathers, which are created by two things. It's a mix of pigments plus light interference created by the structure of the feathers, which is quite complex. And we just have hair, so it doesn't really do iridescence, unfortunately. But what if you just... Yeah, so the reason we don't have green hair is because, first of all, it's not really that useful for us. Like, dark hair is kind of useful. Green hair, not really. It would stand out too much, probably. But also, it probably just didn't happen, because plants evolved photosynthesis, but those molecules, like chlorophyll, they're quite complex. So it's quite a slim chance that they evolved in us, but maybe one day a mutation will arise, and a human with green hair might be born, and then if they're popular, then in a few generations there might be more humans with green hair, but the chances are pretty low for that to happen. But who knows? But then, what if you just really want green hair? Well, worry not. I asked a 17-year-old who wished to stay anonymous, and today I'm here to share what they shared with me. All you need is this, which is bleach for hair, not the other kind, and this, which is hair dye. I wanted to bring them, but I forgot. And basically what the bleach will do is it will oxidize the melanin in your hair, making it colorless. And then the dye will penetrate the hair and it will be visible against this light background. And then, like this, an anonymous person.